Intro. Miranda and Cassie have been friends for years. They both have sons on the autism spectrum. And this reality has put great strain on both their marriages. Before the script begins, Miranda's husband, Ben, has died. The scene begins after everyone has gone home and the two women are cleaning up. The two sons, Scotty and Nolan, are 14 and 15.
What am I gonna do now?
Will anything be that different?
Wow, that's a shitty thing to say.
No, I'm just saying Ben was not exactly a hands-on dad.
Oh, so it's just better that he died?
No, I just mean, it wasn't like you knew what to do before, right?
No, I guess not. It was just knowing someone else was here, another adult, like we're in a war together.
Praying in a foxhole.
I guess. You can call Ben's carousel of quack cures praying.
Yeah, the burping doctor with the magic water, and the creeping and crawling class. Yeah.
Whose side are you on?
There's no sides.
But it is a war. Like you said, you're in it too. At least you have David. Is there something going on with you and David?
Just the usual. I mean, he thinks my writing is stupid. He thinks I waste my time. He thinks I'm a terrible mother.
What happened?
Nothing.
Bullshit. Something happened.
He's never there. And when he is there, it's worse than when he's not there. The stress over Scotty, it's just hard to take with, teaching and then trying to squeeze out some tiny amount of time to write in the morning before I go to work. I didn't want to mention it.
Why not?
I shouldn't complain about having a husband, even less than an amazing one.
It's not like there's a finite number of husbands and mine being gone makes yours more valuable.
Actually, there is a finite number of husbands. The biggest thing is that we do not agree on what to do about Scotty. Same old. David wants to send him to military school.
He'd hate that.
Yeah, I know. David thinks I'm too easy on him.
Yeah, but David's not dealing with it every day. He's doing the Lord's work at the personal injury money laundering office.
Yeah. But that's not fair. He works really hard. Me staying home part-time, that was a mutual decision.
But it was because of Scotty.
I know you understand. You and Ben did not agree on a lot of things about Nolan.
Weirdly, cancer made that whole conversation not so important.
I'm sorry. But that's why I didn't even want to bring it up.
Scotty and Nolan, still wearing headphones, come into the kitchen and start rummaging through the fridge.
Nolly, what are you looking for?
He doesn't answer. A slight buzz comes from his headphones. The boys are still connected to their game.
Dude, we're getting a snag. Don't kill me when I'm AFK.
Douche, move, zipper butt.
Zipper butt? Do I want to know?
Miranda takes the headphones off Nolan, who is
Mom,
startled.
I'm in the middle of a game.
No, you're in the middle of the kitchen.
Dude, suck a dick.
What did you say?
I'm sorry, it wasn't directed to you.
He grabs a foil-wrapped clump of pizza, and Scotty grabs 2 Mountain Dews. They exit to the living room.
It's like they're not even really here.
They're not. They live in cyberspace.
He never even wants to go to school.
I never even want him to go to school. That's so hard. Every time my phone buzzes, I tense up.
We should put them in the same school.
Yeah, we should homeschool them.
Yeah, exclusive movie curriculum.
You can pretty much teach any subject using one of the Marvel movies.
That's true. Spider-Man, physics. Doctor Strange, philosophy, and driver's ed.
Guardians of the Galaxy, politics.
No. Guardians of the Galaxy would be zoology, like the raccoon.
Oh, Bradley Cooper.
I wouldn't even care if he was wearing the raccoon costume.
It's not a costume, it's a CGI raccoon.
No, I think they trained a raccoon to do that movie, or else Bradley Cooper's just a really good actor.
Exterior, Nolan's middle school, next morning. Miranda pulls up to the curb where other kids are getting out of their cars to go into the school. She leans over to kiss Nolan on the head and he pulls away.
Mom, somebody will see me.
So?
So I'll get teased about it?
He grabs his backpack and gets out of the car.
Love you.
Exterior, Scotty's middle school, same morning. Cassie pulls up to the curb in front of Scotty's school. He's wearing headphones and is oblivious to her talking.
Okay, the IEP is in the afternoon at what? Hey, are you listening?
Scotty moves his head slightly to the music in his headphones.
Scotty.
He,
Scotty.
he realizes she's talking and takes off the headphones.
What? The IEP meeting is today at 1 o'clock, right after lunch.
I don't care, I'm not going to that stupid meeting.
But you have to go.
Or,
They'll kick you out of school.
my point exactly.
He exits the car, puts the headphones on again.
I'll see you at the meeting.
She figures he won't show up. He drives away. She drives away.
Principals, counselors, admin, etc. are crowded in a tiny conference room, elbow to elbow. One person scribes on a notepad. There's a glaring empty chair. Cassie sits near the glass door scanning for her son.
You know what? I'm sure he'll be here any minute. We're on a tight schedule, Mrs. Belknap.
We should probably get started.
Well, don't we have to wait for Scotty?
We'll catch him up later.
Oh.
For the record, we're beginning the biannual review for Scott Belknap, grade 9, student number 344922. We are recording this meeting. Dr. Nahara, do you want to start?
Sure. Couple of issues. Scotty is a very bright young man who has some challenges.
Can I jump in here? That's my prep. Now, great. So, Scotty is clearly very smart, as we said, but he won't do the reading assignments. And his writing is worse.
Oh, wait.
He doesn't like to write.
No, he does like to write. He writes all the time at home.
Oh, sure, he writes his comic books. I'm talking literary essays.
Literary essays.
Because he's so behind in his writing.
No, he's not behind. He's just not writing what you wanted to write.
But you can see why that's a problem, yeah?
Sure, yeah. I'm just saying, maybe there's a way for you to have him do his literary essay in the style of a comic book.
Well, I see what you're saying, Mrs. Belknap.
It's Ms. Belknap. I'm divorced. I mean, we're separating. Ms.
Noted. Now, can we dismiss Scotty's English teacher?
Yeah. You know that coddling him isn't going to make him successful.
I want him to be happy.
Coddling is not going to make that happen either.
Thank you, Mr. Jansen.
Yeah, right.
This is a great jumping off point for a suggestion. Mrs. Belknap, we've all been brainstorming, and I think we've got a better solution for Scotty.
A better solution.
We'd like you to consider an alternative placement.
Alternative to what?
There's a great program called ACES, Academic Challenge and Excellence Semester.
Academic Challenge and Excellence Semester. Oh, did you guys just make that up to fit the acronym? I mean, shouldn't every school have challenges and excellence?
We'd like to recommend that Scotty try this program for the spring semester. It's based at Nederlander High School, small class sizes, one-on-one attention.
But he's just finishing his first semester here. He hasn't even got used to it.
I get what you're saying, but as Scotty's advocate,
Wait, you're his advocate? How have we never met? It's November.
I'm going to ask that we all remain civil during this meeting.
Sure, but look, you want me to put my kid into some program for special needs kids at some other school because why? And have you seen this program? Have you visited it? Can we visit it?
normally yes, but we'll be getting on a break soon, so this isn't the best time to start going to.
You want him to go there after finals? Over the rest of the year?
Well, given the circumstances, we all
Well,
feel that.
who is we all? You want to give up on him after what, 3 months?
There's the issue of skipping classes.
Skipping classes?
Sent letters
Skipping
from
class?
home.
What?
Sent letters.
Letters? No one can pick up a phone and call me? Is he causing trouble? Is he fighting? Is he bullying anybody? No. But I can tell you that he is getting picked on, and
Maybe that is why he has a hard time doing the work. Look, certainly if he feels threatened by another student, we want to know.
Oh, would you? Would you? Because you know what? I have reported it several times to the front office and nothing happens. Nothing.
All right. I think the temperature in this meeting is getting a bit too high, so I move that we
Hold on. You are just shoving us off like Goodwill Rejects?
No one wants to shove you off, Mrs. Belknap.
Miss! Why is this so hard to understand?
I need some backup here.
Well, no, you don't. You do not have to call security. I will leave, no problem. You do not even deserve to have him in your stupid school.
Exterior hallway of school continuous. Cassie furiously texts on her phone she's looking for Scotty. She turns a corner. He is sitting on the ground, back against a bank of lockers. He's engrossed in a game on his phone, wearing his headphones.
Let's go.
What are you doing here?
Your IEP was today at 1 o'clock? Let's go.
Go?
Yeah, let's go.
Well, it's not time yet.
Oh, because you're so engaged in your education?
Where are we going?
Disneyland.
For real?
No. No, come on. Do you like it here?
Here? On Earth?
No, here in this school.
Not really.
Why not?
Honestly, nobody gives a shit about me or what happens to me, and every kid here is an asshole.
Yeah, so are the adults.
They walk to the gate where a campus supervisor stands.
Do you have an off-campus pass?
Still a free country, isn't it, ma'am? So let me go.
He can't leave without a pass.
I'm his pass. I am his pass.
She grabs Scotty by the arm and shoves by the supervisor, who continues to insist on a pass.
Interior Nolan's math class afternoon. Nolan sits bored, doodling in his notebook, as Miss Benoff does a problem on the whiteboard. A jerky kid throws a paper wad at Nolan's head. It bounces off and he does not react.
See? He's dead in the head.
Teacher hears whispering, turns but sees nothing. When she returns to the problem on the board, another paper wad hits Nolan in the head. He does not react.
Anybody home?
A few kids giggle quietly. The teacher turns around again and all sound ceases. Jerky kid sends another ball.
Read it, retard.
Nolan looks up. Teacher is oblivious. He picks up the latest paper wad, unfolds it. There's a crude drawing of a person in a furry costume with a giant penis protruding from the suit. On the paper is written, "Furries are pervs," in block letters. Giggles from the kids behind Nolan.
Nolan. Is that something you want to share with the class?
Nolan's eyes grow big and he shakes his head vehemently. Ms. Benoff walks over and puts her hand out to take the note. Nolan shoves the paper into his mouth and chews madly.
Spit that out! Right now!
Nolan continues to chew fiercely. The class is cracking up and Ms. Benoff is getting really mad.
Interior, principal's office, a bit later. Nolan sits in an old wooden chair silently. Principal Donaldson, a man with a head like a bullet and no neck, sweats at his desk, arms crossed. He was a PE teacher who got a master's degree, and now he heads the school.
You can sit like this all day, Nolan. Called your mom. I know this didn't just come out of nowhere. Nobody just randomly eats a piece of paper. What was on it? According to Ms. Benoff, Nolan willfully continued to chew and consume a piece of paper crumpled into a paper wad that was presumably thrown at him by another student. Who threw it? I know some choice kids in this class, quite a few choice turds. Which turd threw the paper?
A secretary opens the office door. Miranda comes in.
Ah, Miss Mary Keene, thanks for coming. Have a seat.
Miranda, pissed off, sits.
So, Nolan apparently ate a note that was being passed around in class, and he wouldn't spit it out and give it to the teacher.
He ate a note.
Well, I think what happened is that another student threw a paper at him, paper wad, and he retrieved it, and then when Ms. Benoff asked for it, he shoved it into his mouth, and yes, he ate it.
So, school lunch is that bad. Okay, so he's in trouble because he ate a paper wad that someone threw at him.
No, he's in trouble because he defied a direct order from a teacher.
She wanted the masticated, spit-covered remains of the mystery note.
I guess.
Who threw the paper wad? Well, you know we can't tell you. Stitches get snitches get stitches and all that.
Hamm, nobody says that anymore.
Ah! Words! He does speak! So okay, which kid started this?
I'm not gonna tell you. He's been hassling me since school started. It won't even matter.
Well, it matters to me. I don't like bullies.
And yet they flourish.
Looks like you've had issues with Jared Sphincter. He's in your math class.
Sphincter? That's really his last name? God, that's cruel.
It really is. I had a transfer student from Nigeria whose last name was Enema. Luckily, none of the kids know what that is.
Nobody reads anymore.
Can we just go? Am I suspended or what?
Hang on, I don't want you suspended. You didn't do anything wrong.
Well, technically he did. He defied a teacher.
Defied the teacher? Are we in a military boarding school? Do kids lose their right to privacy once they step inside these hallowed halls?
Actually, they do, in loco parentis.
Local parentis? Crazy parent.
So, no, it means that when you're at school, we are acting as your parent. We're responsible for your behavior.
Well, then you should pitch in on the grocery bills. He eats a lot.
Am I suspended?
Oh, is that what you want?
Yes, actually. A week off would be great. I could actually do something, useful.
Is that so? Okay then. Sure, it won't be a problem. Still responsible for all of your school
Which
work.
I don't do anyway.
Let's go.
Can I stop for ice cream?
Absolutely not. Interior Cassie's home, early evening. Cassie and Scotty sit around the dining room table. Scotty is on his portable gaming system wearing headphones as he chomps on a grilled cheese sandwich. His furry head sits on a chair next to him. Cassie pushes her fork around a salad, but doesn't eat much. The front door opens, closes, and both Scotty and Cassie tense up. David, a corporate type, walks in, loosening his tie.
Got home early so I could have dinner. Ah, no dinner. Again.
Well, we're actually eating dinner. I worked all day too.
Right.
He kisses the top of her head as if he's trying to avoid a conflict. He looks at Scotty, gestures to the fur head on the chair.
Who's your friend?
It's my persona. His name is Berwick.
Is it a dog?
It's not a dog. It's a husky. It's a Siberian husky and a gray wolf.
Oh, looks creepy. Looks like something you should mount on the wall.
He grabs the persona head and marches off. He leaves his headset on the table.
Was it something I said? There's not even any cheese left. What am I supposed to eat?
What do you eat every other night?
If I wanted crappy takeout Chinese again, I would have bought enough for all of us.
You know, it would really be great if you could come home one day and not start a fight with anyone. Maybe, like, ask him how his day was before you start taking shots at him.
Scotty returns to retrieve his headphones.
Oh, hi. How was your day?
It sucked. How was yours?
It sucked.
Scotty exits to go to his room.
I think we need to talk about school.
Thinking about going back or quitting?
Oh, yeah, like I could quit. My job gives us health care.
Oh, I'm well aware of that. You remind me of it nearly every day.
Right. Forgive me for mentioning it. It's just that my job is literally killing me.
Teaching half a day of kindergarten is killing you? You should try working at a law firm. You're the one who insisted on the kid thing.
The kid thing? He's a person, David.
Here's the thing, Cass. You are his mother.
Well, yeah.
And you've made it so that that's all you have room to be.
What does that mean?
There's no way to say this that sounds good. It's like our marriage is an afterthought, an inconvenient arrangement. You just put up with me, and everything else is about Scotty.
You're jealous of a 14-year-old.
I'm jealous of how much your life revolves around him and excludes me.
Well, if you're excluded, it's because you choose to be.
And you don't want to talk about it.
Talk about what? How between my job and my kid, I have no time for anything else in my life.
No, you have time to drink with Miranda. That's always on your schedule.
Oh, now I'm not supposed to have any friends either, so why? So I can, wait up for you to decide to come home or not?
No, that's not fair. There are times I have stayed
You
up.
know what's not fair, David? Me going to every fucking IEP meeting alone. Meeting after principal alone. Apologizing again and again on the phone because I'm not a good enough mother to keep my kid under control. Buying every kid in the kindergarten class crayon carousels to make up for the fact that my kid couldn't sit on the fucking rug when he was 5, and his kindergarten teacher decided to send him to the office every single day, to the point where he told me he was the bad kid.
Look, I know it's been really rough for you. I know that. And I know you've done what you think is best. And it's just hard for all of us.
And you don't want to talk about it, do you? Are you going to suddenly remember that you left something important at the office?
When he was younger, it wasn't so bad. I used to play with him. Remember how we made that janky treehouse in the Magnolia? But now, he scares me.
He's a kid.
Yeah, he was. But he punched me. He's becoming unmanageable, or don't you see that?
You're afraid. You are afraid. You, the adult man, is supposed to be there to show him how men are supposed to behave.
That's not fair.
Nothing is fucking fair, David. Not a goddamn thing. It's not fair that our son knows you are afraid of him and wonders how that's possible. He needs for you to love him, and you need to suck it up and be there for him. That is your fucking job.
Scotty stands against the wall just around the corner from the dining room, where he can hear everything. The headphones are around his neck, and he still holds his forehead. Tears spilling out, and he wipes them angrily away.
For the record, I didn't want to get involved because I think you're doing it all wrong. And you can't hear that. Do you think this is how I wanted things to go? When you were pregnant, I imagined he and I would do all the typical stuff like playing ball or fishing or something.
I didn't know you liked fishing.
I have no idea how to fish.
You have to accept him where he is. You have to get into his world and share his interests.
It's always going to be about him, isn't it? And it always will be. You know what? I did forget something at the office. He gets up, not looking at Cassie. He exits. Cassie puts her head down on the table, silently sobbing.
Scotty enters the room and puts his arm around her.
She turns it into a hug.
Interior Miranda's home that same evening. Scotty and Nolan are, as usual, plugged in and playing video games in the living room. Miranda and Cassie sit in the dining room, drinking wine in sight of the boys.
A toast to the winningest moms in town.
Could develop into a drinking problem.
It's only a problem if we can't drink.
So Nolan got suspended because he didn't go to class and he ate a note.
Defied the teacher by not spitting the note out.
And he gets to stay home for a week as punishment for not going to class. That's less embarrassing, though, than the gang of 12 that grilled me at the IEP meeting.
Oh, I'm so done with IEP meetings. That sounds humiliating. They wanted you to farm them out to some program for kids with autism?
Yeah, and none of them had even seen this program.
Are you going to check it out?
No, maybe.
Okay, what's happening with David?
It's all been building up, and it was happening at the same time that Ben was sick, so I just didn't want to say anything. It's mostly dealing with someone is getting physically bigger and has started to punch a few holes in a few walls.
Mom, you said you wouldn't tell anybody.
He's got supernatural hearing.
Go back to your game. We need a night out. Have Scotty stay over and I'll get a sitter.
You have a sitter that comes back?
One, Becca. She's great with Nolan. I think she could handle the two of them.
Does she have her own taser?
Mom!
Exterior backyard pool at Cassie's house next day. Miranda and Nolan come out into the yard. Scotty is in the pool with goggles and floaties and a weighted vest. Nolan digs his own goggles, floaties, and weighted vest out of the bag that Miranda has set down, puts them on, and goes in, one toe at a time. Miranda sits on a chase lounge next to Cassie, who is in a bathing suit and sunglasses on another chase lounge.
It's much easier if you just dive in.
I have to ease into it.
I'm glad you have a pool. The public one is a nightmare.
Oh my god, it wasn't as bad when they were little, but now it's just weird. Like the floaties, the weighted vest, the goggles. And they could be driving this year.
I can't even imagine them driving with that anxiety.
Cassie's cell rings.
Oh fuck, it's David. Yes?
Tell him he can be a house husband while you get a lucrative job as an exotic dancer.
Sorry. The school called you? The school called you? Huh. Oh. Yes, I am aware of what happened. I was there. I was at the meeting, David.
Scotty scrambles out of the pool and drips over to Cassie.
Is that Dad? Can I talk to
Yeah,
him?
you're dripping all over everything. Dry off first. Yeah, I am going to let him talk to you. He's just all wet. Give me a minute.
Scotty has toweled off and takes the phone.
Hey, Dad. Yeah. Like Tahoe. Yeah. Okay. Maybe after that? Love you too. Here's Mom.
Scotty, are you coming back in? I don't like being in the swimming pool alone.
Can you at least make a plan to see him? What else is so important? Lake Tahoe? For how long? Oh, wow. Okay, that's a transfer. Huh. Well, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. I don't want to move to Lake Tahoe. I mean, geez, it's all skiing and overpriced lattes and... Oh. Okay, well, sounds like you've already decided everything. Great. Yeah, we can absolutely talk again.
Interior, Cassie's house. Hallway to Scotty's room, continuous. Scotty goes to his room. Nolan follows. Scotty's room is all video game posters, a drum set, a desktop computer, and it's a pit. Clothes everywhere, food wrappers all over. Scotty plops down on his unmade bed. His fur head is on a wig stand.
My dad hates me.
No, he doesn't. Maybe he's just busy.
Dude, I actually punched a hole in the wall, and then he had like a heart attack, and then my mom had to give him some stupid pill to calm down.
Well, why did you punch a hole in the wall?
So I wouldn't punch him.
Oh.
You got suspended? How did you do that? Because I need to do that.
Some ditwit threw a note at me, and I ate it.
You ate it?
It was a drawing of me in my fursuit with a giant dick sticking out of it. I don't want anyone seeing that.
That sucks. And they suspended you for eating a piece of paper?
For defying the teacher.
Oh. Well, how did the guy know about your fursuit?
I showed him my ref sheet, you know, my original design for the persona.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was my friend, and I guess he was, and so he saw the drawing.
Well, have you changed the ref sheet at all? Is it still that panpoodle?
Still a red panda photo. Yeah. Next time you're over, I'll show you. I have to redo the whole thing now, though. They ruined it.
People are assholes.
Mostly.
Exterior, the backyard pool at Cassie's house continues.
What was that about Lake Tahoe?
Oh, no big deal. David's decided to take a temporary job there.
How temporary?
Last night we had it out about Scotty. He thinks I'm doing everything wrong.
Did he say that?
Yes.
Where'd you hide the body? Hey, is he actually moving?
I don't know. He says it's temporary, but this has been brewing for a while. David is basically afraid of Scott, so he stays away, leaving me to do everything. And then he feels left out because he doesn't know what's going on. And last night, he just left, went to the office, he says, and now he's going to Lake Tahoe. Fuck.
Is it too late to run away and join the circus?
Well, we really have no skills except drinking and griping, so yeah, I think it's too late.
Interior, Scotty's bedroom, later that evening. The boys are in sleeping bags on the floor. There is a light glowing an aurora and LED stars on the ceiling. Cassie sits on the edge of the bed.
So do you want the noise machine on or off?
I don't care.
I like the noise machine. Can we have rain tonight?
Sometimes that has to make me pee.
I'll risk it.
Good night, guys.
Don't stay up all night.
Right.
Interior, Cassie's living room, continuous. The women head downstairs to the living room after telling the boys goodnight. They flop on the couch, exhausted.
Yeah, we have time to do what we want.
I want to sleep.
Yeah. You know, I should never have had a kid.
Shut up.
No, I thought I would be really good at this. But it turns out I am just not. The kid is almost 15. I don't even know if he's going to make it out of 9th grade.
He's a nice kid, he's kind, he's creative.
It's like saying an ugly girl has a good personality.
Wow, that's a pretty 50s thing to say. But we both did the best we could. What would we have done differently, really?
Well, I could have gotten a really trainable dog breed, like, an Australian Shepherd maybe, and maybe David would have stayed.
Do you hear yourself?
I did want a dog.
And who would be taking care of that dog? David or Scotty? No, that would be, ta-da, you.
Yeah, but dogs don't have to go to school. And if I keep a dog locked up in my house for its entire life, nobody looks at me like I'm a failed asshole.
Like you failed at being an asshole?
No! I just want to run away and start a new identity, like witness protection, except I'd be protecting Scotty.
If David really is just fucking off to Tahoe, you are the only person in his life who's consistent. Stop talking about how much better everything would be without you in it.
I don't want to send him back to school. They want to shove him in some trailer behind the industrial kitchen, but I can't afford private school. Teachers/freelance writers do not make plumber money.
You could be a freelance plumber.
Is that a thing?
I think you'd have to learn how to plumb first.
Do you want the bed or the couch?
Couch.
Oh, you're just being nice.
No, I haven't slept in a bed since.
Oh. You know, I sort of like when David's gone because I spread out all over the bed and then I throw out the pillows that smell like his hair smell.
Well, then that settles it. I'm couch, your bed.
Night.
Night.
We'll be okay.
That's what everybody says.
Cassie exits, goes upstairs. Miranda stares blankly ahead but doesn't move to make up the couch. She's just so tired. Her mind drifts to a memory of her and her husband Ben and their struggles.
Interior, Miranda's kitchen. 2 years ago. Ben and Miranda sit at the table. Both look exhausted and angry.
Our biggest problem is that you work for the man, Ben.
Oh, I work for the man, do I? Insurance is really important. And the man, he pays for this house and your car and Nolan's therapy and your therapy and
I know, but there has to be something else you could do.
Like what? Should I drop out of society and polish rocks or something? I've been doing this for 15 years. I'd have to totally start over.
Well, yes, I'd be able to live with that. Rock polishing it is.
Rock polishing wouldn't allow you to live the lifestyle in which you've become accustomed.
Okay, not rock polishing. What about a nonprofit? Some immigrant advocacy group, or maybe even teaching. You talked about teaching when we met. You wanted to work with the kids who didn't have a lot of resources, helping them with their math. I'd give all of this up if I felt like you were doing something honorable.
Now my work isn't honorable? But you have no problem using the money for my dishonorable job.
That's not even the real problem.
Great. I'm glad we spent so much time arguing. So whoring myself out to the insurance industry is not the problem? What is the problem in your opinion?
It's not my opinion. You're never here. Nolan feels like he doesn't even have a dad.
That's not fair, I tried.
Oh, you don't get a participation trophy for fatherhood, Ben.
I wanted to be a good dad, I really did. But Nolan is unlike any other kid I've ever seen. He's nothing like I was, or how any of my friends were. I have no idea how to be with him.
You just love him. Ben, you love him the way he is. You want to change him and make him like everybody else. You don't value him for who he is.
Stop making excuses for him.
What?
Do you think the world's gonna value him the way he is? Jesus, Miranda, he's about ready to flunk out of the 9th grade.
He just started school.
And you bought him that ridiculous mascot head. Of course he's gonna get bullied.
It's not a mascot head, it's part of his persona.
Persona. Do you even hear yourself?
If you even made a small effort to understand him.
What's to understand? My teenage son wants to dress like a dog.
It's a fucking whiskey, Ben!
Of course he's gonna get teased!
Oh, so now you're on the side of the bullies?
I always thought we were on the same side, but maybe we're not. I just want him to be able to live in the real world, which will not be as kind to him as you are.
I mean, it should. He has so many things to offer.
It should. But it won't be. You're raising him to make excuses, not be successful.
Interior. Cassie's living room. The next morning. Sounds of video games from the other room. Bleep and boop. Waking Miranda on the couch. She stares straight up at the ceiling. Sighs. Closes her eyes. Cassie comes in from the kitchen, carrying 2 mugs of steaming coffee. She sits on the edge of the couch and hands one to Miranda, who takes it with a nod of thanks.
Here, drink this, and we are going to make a plan.
A plan.
Yes. I am not living like this anymore, and neither are you.
Living like what?
At the whim of the man.
Who's the man? Exactly. Ben never got my coffee right. Not in 23 years. How do you always get it right?
I pay attention to details.
Is that why you can never find the ketchup bottle in the fridge?
No, that's male pattern blindness. Our sons will have it too.
Already does. I had to do deep dives into Nolan's pit of despair to find a shoe. It's like an archaeological dig through layers of fast food wrappers, old sandwiches, and dirty underwear.
Ugh. All right, look. We can fill out some papers, and we can become our own private school.
What?
Yeah, I've been researching it all night.
How could we become a private school? We're not teachers. Well, I'm not.
That is the beauty of it.
The boys are playing games. Miranda sits in a chair, staring at them playing games, zoning out. The front door opens and David enters.
You came back. What a surprise.
Yeah, I'm just packing a few things.
So this is how it ends?
How what ends?
Our married life?
Can I talk to you in private?
Oh, well, anything you have to say, you can say in front of Miranda.
Okay. I think we need a break.
We need a break.
Look, I love you. I love Scott, but this life, it just doesn't work for me. You know I'm right.
This life doesn't work for you.
It doesn't work for anybody, does it?
Well, it might if you were actually present.
Okay, let's not start that again. I'm giving a few things and I'm going to Lake Tahoe.
For how long?
Indefinitely. This is where I'll be if you want to talk.
You can call him if you want to talk.
David comes down the stairs with a small suitcase. He sees the two women on the couch.
Maybe you two should get married.
Fuck off, David.
I'm gonna say goodbye to Scotty. Where is he? Oh, surprise, he's playing video games. He goes behind Scotty to take off the headphones. Scotty reacts without thinking. Freaked out by the sudden action, he swings his big arms, hitting David in the face!
Oh!
David's nose bleeds and he screams, which startles both Scotty and Nolan.
Ah! Jesus!
Cassie and Miranda run into the living room.
Jesus fucking Christ! He hit me! He hit
He
me!
did not mean to.
You're always making excuses for him! He's gonna end up in jail!
Scotty hears this. This is secretly his fear.
Nolan is just frozen, watching it all.
Scotty runs shocked and runs out the front door.
Scotty! Come back! Oh, why did you do that?
Me? I'm the one that got hit!
You snuck up on him.
Oh, so that justifies him just hauling off and hitting me?
He did not mean to hit you.
You're going to get a call.
Oh, goody! I'll be getting a call.
David stalks out. Cassie's focused on Scotty and where he went. Exterior, the front of Cassie's house, continuous. David stomps angrily to his car, his phone already out. Cassie and Miranda follow him out.
It's great you can just drive away, David. I'm here all the time.
She kicks the front bumper. She can see him recording her from inside the car. She
Oh.
pounds on the window.
Oh, yes. Get out here and talk to me.
David continues to back down the driveway. Cassie is losing it.
Let me get Nolan. We'll go look for him.
She goes into the house. Cassie watches in tears as David drives away. Miranda now comes out with Nolan in tow.
Okay. I think I know where he is.
Scotty, inside a small tool shed behind the house, stacked behind concrete blocks. This is his go-to hiding spot.
Cassie goes in alone.
Scotty? I know you're in there.
No, I'm not.
Come out. Dad's gone. You're getting kind of too big to fit back there, aren't you? Do you want to talk?
Dad left because of me, didn't he?
No, honey, no.
You don't have to make something up. I already know it's fine. I don't see him anyways. It won't be different. And I won't have to worry that I'm just disappointing. Don't hug me. I'm not a baby.
Adults need hugs more than babies do.
That's because nothing shitty happens to babies except diapers. Cassie and Miranda sit on the couches. The boys have retreated to Scotty's room and are now sipping wine.
Another great day in parenting.
I hate how you always criticize yourself.
Oh, like you don't?
Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if we could just be in a little bubble, just you and me and the boys, away from this shitty place and this shitty world and its shitty expectations?
Yeah, but wouldn't any other place just eventually become just as shitty?
Not if we controlled it.
I don't even feel like I control this house.
What if we just sold everything and moved?
Moved? You mean like together? Where would we go?
Do you remember before the boys were born, we would go to Ashland, Oregon every summer for the Shakespeare Festival?
Yeah. You mean just uproot our entire lives and pack everything up and just move, start over?
Is there any reason you can think of to stay here?
Not really. There's the boys in school.
Yeah, that's going so well. Do you need to ask David though?
Well, Mr. Tahoe fucked all the way off on his own. In fact, I can always come. Except.
What did that taste like?
Very dry and fibrous freedom.